This is weird times. This is really weird. Being in this position right now in life, as Americans and pretty much humans of the earth, going through this crisis together. It's really kind of eye-opening and very scary too. But obviously, this video is not really talking about the coronavirus because that's not my expertise, and I'm not here to give you advice or whatnot. But for those who are watching this right now, guys, hang in there. I know this is probably the biggest challenge you ever have to go through in life by social distancing, social distancing from your friends and your loved ones, so forth. I know it's very tough. I really want to see my friends too. And we're just going through a turbulence through life, health, mental state, and the economy, and it's really putting us through the ringer. And this is the ultimate test as a nation, whether we can prevail this or not. But I know we can, and I know that we will come out of this a lot stronger than we did before we entered into this crisis. So reaching out to you guys, please be safe, stay healthy, and hopefully with this video, I can keep you guys a little occupied and keep you guys busy so you guys aren't wandering around and like sitting on your couch or watching endless Netflix or whatever it may be. Just something to keep your hands busy, to keep you a little bit sane, and it gives you more time to work on your rig. So word right now is going around that C4 Fabrication is actually opening their doors again and shipping out their products to people who already ordered their products. So maybe that will start a chain reaction for small businesses like RCI that might open their doors again and start shipping out their products as well. So with this video, what it is, we are going to be doing an install video of the RCI full skid body armor. So if you guys had that already and it's been sitting in the corner of your garage and you've been waiting for it, this is an install video of that. Hopefully, or maybe if RCI opens their doors again and you want something to do for your 4Runner, you could order from them and hopefully they might ship it to you. But in the meantime, guys, this will be an installation video of the RCI full skid body armor plate. Alright, skipping right past the unboxing part, I got all of them open, and this is for the full body skid plates, and the one I chose, there's a huge debate about this is that whether you should go with steel or aluminum. Now for me, I went with aluminum, but there's the pros and cons to it after I did some research to it. And steel, obviously, much more durable, lasts a lot longer, and can really take the hard-hitting pounds from rocks when you slam your vehicle onto it. So there's the pros to that, but the weight is the con to it. I went with aluminum because it's lightweight, and I had to keep in mind, of how much weight I'm putting in my vehicle currently, and I went with aluminum. They don't last as long depending on how extreme of off-roading you do, but I'm fine with that, knowing that these are going to get banged up pretty quickly, and that's what they're for, and I'd say the lighter the better. So I went with aluminum. Despite that, they're going to get completely tarnished, but to be fair, most of my driving I do like 80% city driving and then 20% off-roading, so I think this will last me a very long time, and I think it's a good choice, personally, I think. But that's another video. So we got here the front part of our skid plate here, and that is going to be the first one we're going to be mounting onto the front of my 4Runner. We're going to be getting rid of the OEM front skid plate that they already installed for us. So we're going to get rid of that completely and install this. And it's going to be working our way down to the belly, right to the transmission of the vehicle. So this will be first, and then I got the other two there that will be mounted in order because that's how it's meant to be installed. And yeah. This is actually pretty heavy when I think about it. Jeez. and go from there. So we're gonna slide right under the belly of this thing and get started.
I'm on 10 again. I'm on 10 again.
Yeah, I think that's plenty of clearance. Yeah, there's two ways you could go about this. What I use is the Rhino ramps, very strong, sturdy plastic, and I just feel like it's just much easier. Or you could just go the traditional way, get some jacks and jack it up there. For me, I chose the ramps because I'm at a little bit of a slant in the driveway, and this is the only place I could work. So I would love to have a flat surface to work on, but I gotta use with what I got, and I think the ramps are probably the best option for this case here. So as I'm working my way down, I'm just realizing the size needed for these to remove them properly. Okay, there we go. So for these guys up here, 10 millimeter. For these two right here underneath the plastic trim piece, 12 millimeter. And when you run your fingers down and your finger could go quarter way in, where you'll see the other bolts here, 13 millimeters is what you'll be needing to remove this whole front skid plate. Gotta rig it a little bit. It's just got these like little hooks up in the front here. I'm gonna take out this whole plastic trim piece up here, because that's just gonna be an absolute nuisance. The plastic trim and that. Voila. Now we got that. That is trash. Don't need that. All right, as I mentioned before, once we move the front skid plate, we're gonna move down to the transfer skid plate here. 13 on these bolts, they're the closest. And then right down below here, you'll see attached again. We're gonna go to 12 millimeter ratchet there as well. This is something you don't see every day. I found 3M electrical tape underneath my skid plate here. I honestly have no idea how that happened. It must have been when I got this service, but I don't know why they would remove this. Wow. That's funny. That's good stuff. All right. We got rid of the OEM factory skid plates off the 4Runner. Now it's time to grab the first skid plate, the front skid plate for RCI, and begin mounting it. I'm tired. I should probably note, actually, don't tighten all the bolts along here, because this is already cinching up and there's not gonna be enough room to slide the middle of the skid plate in between the front skid plate here. So loosen them up, but just so they're just hanging on just barely, and then it'll make a world of difference and make it that much easier to do this project. And we got the skid plate right here. We're gonna take the middle part of the skid plate and we're gonna slide it right in between the bolts with the spacers here. And you gotta kind of lift up the spacers here because you want it sitting on top of the other skid plate. So you want this touching the body of the vehicle here. We're gonna go ahead and remove these. You don't need them because we're gonna be replacing them anyways. Probably should have got this washed first. Just like that, perfect. So, for those who've been watching my videos and know that I have a 4Runner with a KDSS. So this video will involve for those who have KDSS. So we're gonna take a look here. You're gonna grab your 10mm bolt ratchet wrench and just gonna unthread that one. We're gonna slide the bar right underneath between the frame and the KDSS line there. So right here, that's one end of the frame. Now we'll get your 13mm in there. So that's nice and secure, running along. I want to make sure this is exposing that, so you can get to that easily. And the KDSS is over that. That was not easy because I was trying to fish the bolt into the threading hole, so that took some time, but I managed it. So just slide that in, so line it up. Next, we're gonna take these guys. Is right here. At the 3 points, the opening here, you'll see it. You're gonna have to use your fingers to thread it, but you'll get it. Should be good to go. Lastly, guys, get a 16mm ratchet and to tighten these bolts on the little crossbar here. And like I said, if you have a little hand crank tool, it really helps. Get it right in there. And there we have it, guys. That concludes our tutorial of installing RCI's full plate skid armor for the Toyota 4Runner. Very easy. You just get right into it. The instructions, I will have to say, pictures, probably color pictures would be nice for the future RCI, but I mean, you just gotta tinker with it and you'll get it right. So this was relatively easy. Mine was the injury I had, but that's not a big deal. And that really concludes it, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, stay golden.